You wake up in a cold sweat and see the sun is still not out. You're behind on your tax questions and anxiety has been eating at you constantly. You feel perpetually worried about your future and you feel a lack of purpose as a result. You're not getting the marks you want. You're not doing the tasks you set. You're not meeting your standards. You are always focused on what you're not doing instead of what you are doing. Half full or half empty? Do you even see the glass? In this third and final part with Awela Madala, current third-year audit trainee at PwC and University of Pretoria alumnus, we explore how we are actually doing more than we give ourselves credit for, and if we can appreciate what we are doing as opposed to what we are not doing, we can do better. We chat about how CTA, or postgraduate in accounting sciences, humbles you, the power of your inner engine, studying with a broken foot in undergrad, the effect of his COVID-19 depression, and more. This is the final installment of this 3-part series. Please go watch part 1 and part 2 to be linked in the show notes if you have not already. And I hope it adds even more value to your journey. Enjoy. What's up, guys? Super fast one. I recently met a couple of second years at this one career event, and I found that people don't really know me. So if you're a fellow traveler on the road or you know a traveler, let's connect on LinkedIn. My LinkedIn will be linked in the show notes. If you're not on LinkedIn, get on LinkedIn. It is super valuable for building your professional network. Let's not be strangers, guys. Looking forward to connecting with you. And also, don't forget to watch part 2 and part 1 if you have not already. Listen. Why do I keep saying watch? Video podcast is coming. Don't you worry. But, on to part 3. CTA. Let's chat about it.
Yeah. So, I used to pride myself on not writing subs. The whole of my undergrad.
We're going back.
You think I was playing those games? You think your boy was writing subs? Nah.
Subs are for the losers, eh?
Nah.
Subs, nah.
I had to start my holiday nice and early, alright? Let me tell you what. So CTA comes and, the first couple tests, bloody challenging. You're seeing your 30s, seeing your 40s, that's fine. March rolls out. I feel that I'm starting to get into the swing of things. Me and my buddies, we are gathering regularly every single day for study sessions directly after class. And then, COVID.
This was 2020.
That's 2020. That's 2020.
So literally as COVID hit.
That's COVID. That's COVID. And it's just the COVID thing happened. I wasn't a guy, I never liked studying at home. So now I'm being thrown at home. I have to start working from home. And I'm like, sweet G, yeah, work from home, yeah. And I ended up just like not working from home. And then somehow I actually did find some sort of groove, and I actually did become a competitive contender for passing.
Yeah.
And I found myself in the position where I passed 2 of my subjects and I had to write subs for 2 of my subjects. And I failed both of those subs.
Why?
I was over it, man. I was just over it. Like, truth be told, I guess I have not taken the value that I should have from that period. It was quite a funny time. I remember for one of the subs, we were supposed to be in a lecture to prepare us for the subs. Kudos on the department for organizing that. But then, I mean, some crazy stuff that happened in the background that I didn't know, and the lecturer kept like we were on the call for the whole day, and I didn't think upon it. I didn't think upon myself to turn off the meeting and start studying by myself. No. I wanted to use the fact that the lecturer wasn't there as some sort of psychological cushion. That's the reason why I'm gonna fail. But at the end of the day, like, who's the person that's gonna have to repeat CTA? The lecturer, yeah, they're gonna repeat CTA, I guess, because they're gonna teach it again. But I'm the one that's gonna have to repeat CTA.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just at that point there's probably a lack of appreciation of the profession as a whole, because CTA is just so tough, it's so defining, and
it drains you.
Yeah,
it drains even your ambition in some cases.
Yeah, if you're not doing well, you just get over it, man.
It's a spiritual.
It's a spiritual event. Yeah, it's in of itself, it's a spiritual event. Like, perhaps the work is not that hard, but what I find is CTA, it's often so defining. Like, people are not just doing CTA. I knew people, they're doing CTA, but now their father passed away.
Yeah,
that's hectic. And now you're doing CTA and you're doing that, and there's all this life stuff that gets in the way, because more than any other year, CTA requires your nose to the grindstone and unbridled focus.
And
man, that just wasn't me in 2020. And it was at the beginning, but the adjustment just proved too much. And then 2021 came. I passed. I just I couldn't bring myself out of that malaise.
Even when you passed in 2021.
Yeah, bro. I squeezed through, bro.
I remember we chatted about it.
Squeezed through.
Like, did you study in 2021 when you repeated CTA?
No, I didn't.
But you're also very lucky that, like, you have an inner motor that still gets you to attend every lecture.
Yes,
that still gets you to hand in every assignment.
Yeah.
Because there's an inner motor that I think also you've taken for granted the whole time.
Okay.
I'm also starting to realize that I also have it. Maybe not as, because yours, dude. I guess from the outside things are so much more prevalent.
Okay.
From the outside, I can see how dedicated you are, but you don't feel it.
Okay.
You're so committed, like, dude. Every single lecture you attended during CTA.
I attended every single lecture.
But now it feels like, right, when you failed, for you, like, that means nothing. But for a person out there, they don't really understand. Like, they're probably like, oh, he probably missed all the lectures. He probably was, like, not attending. He was probably like, he probably did 0 questions. No, you did every single assignment. You attended every single lecture.
Yeah.
Maybe not with the intensity of a distinction student.
No.
Not a cum laude student.
No.
But you did it, dude.
I attended all the lectures, and all my studying was just looking at the class examples. I couldn't bring myself to stay awake long enough to do a question. That was just a tough thing to do in that point in my life.
COVID really exacerbated that whole thing.
Yeah, it really, because now I'm finding myself in this position where I'm having to work from home, and guys, that was something else. I don't know, but somehow past ITC, then APC,
So ITC, I think it was because of tax.
Yes,
because tax
ITC
just
was
gets
tax.
you.
Yes.
It just gets you so ready. For ITC. So that one I understand.
Yeah.
But now, so you were, was it CTA? That was the year that it kind of clicked.
What?
Your heart, it just broke for a few years, where you were in that malaise.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. But my varsity set me up like don't yeah.
So
Really
Awela has been in a daze since about CTA, you'd say.
No.
Was it first year training?
No, the malaise it befell throughout CTA, and then there was a renewed fire my first year of articles.
Yes,
there was something of a renewed fire.
Yes, you were trying to like, you were really pushing to get recognition and kind of state your case and your name in the film.
Yeah, I was more proactive in that regard and in the social aspects there. And at some point I was like, okay, why am I doing this? Why do I need to do this? And it was an important question that I asked for myself, because I was just, spraying my energy everywhere, if you like that image.
And then second year, you dipped again.
Yeah, I just decided,
that was the next malaise.
Let's disappear. Yeah, and then I had this whole APC thing. I didn't even want to finish. I was like, do I need the CA? Do I need the CA? I'm here at APC. And I was like, stuff it. I don't even want to choose a group. I don't even want to choose a group. I don't want to hand in any of the assignments. I just want to fail this APC, and then I will be put in a position where I can burn the boats, and then I will make a plan for myself, and then I will be successful.
And then, what did you find out that changed that sentiment?
What changed that sentiment? What changed that sentiment? What changed that sentiment? I would have to say that is something that's probably only changed truly
this year,
like a week before APC, the exam.
That happened to me too.
A week, 2 weeks before APC.
When was it? Because it was also for me last year that I was like, whoa, actually CA might be worth it.
Yeah, so the APC, I was hardly, like, I would hand in something for each assignment, but I never I never watched the lectures, attended any of those.
You handed stuff in.
Yes, I handed in everything.
Dude, this is the inner engine that I'm like, hey, bro.
Yes.
This is unfair because, a story that really encapsulates your dedication, your commitment, and I use these words very particularly, I think they encapsulate it.
Okay.
The thing that you have instinctually. This guy, back in, I think it was third year.
Second year.
Okay. Yeah, you know the story. This guy, back in second year, so were we doing it both? No, it would have only been you.
Yeah.
He was doing Kung Fu. So he didn't add it in his hobbies in the document, but he likes martial arts as well. And at that time, he was doing Kung Fu, Shaolin martial arts. During one of the sessions, forgetting the exact activity, there was a little bit of a sparring session going on. And during one of those sessions, someone, I think, fell on Awela's foot and broke his foot, basically.
It was, we were wrestling.
They were wrestling.
Yeah, we were wrestling, and I was wrestling a guy who was probably 20 kgs heavier than me. Just fun. I mean, the problem is I got tired, and I sort of gave up the round mentally, which was bad. And so what happened was, I have my body. So we are basically pushing each other. Imagine we're pushing each other. Our upper body, we are both basically scrumming against each other.
Okay.
Yeah, and then my mind starts to give way, and then I start to fall backwards. I roll on my ankle, so I'm twisting on the way down. So I roll on my ankle, and then the guy steps on my foot with all his weight because he's falling on top of me because my mind has given way.
So your foot breaks in half, basically.
So if you look at the bones in your hand, not on your palm, if you look at the bones in your hand,
The top of your hand.
imagine your hand is not being crushed from the fingertip down. It's being now take your other hand and then hold it around that hand that you have. And then you just start squeezing. You're going to see that your...
Oh, so from your index to your pinky, basically.
Yes.
Your index basically goes to your pinky, and that's how your foot broke.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I hope you guys saw the image.
Yeah. I hope
That's
I
how his
painted
foot
for you nicely
broke.
there. Yeah.
And then you drove home. And you're
then,
like, what's up with my foot?
Yeah, my foot just started
I'll just take
feeling
it kind of
dead.
easy, but then he started to hit the floor with his foot.
Yes.
To check, hey, what's up with my foot? I'll just sleep on it.
Yeah.
And then he slept on it, and it wasn't getting better.
3 days later, I went to the doctor. Boom, gee, your foot is broken. I was thinking, no, it's just a sprained ankle.
Positive thoughts.
Yeah, look, it wasn't sore. Like, I felt no pain. I've never felt pain after breaking a bone. And I've broken, how many? 1, 2, 3.
Like 4.
4. I've broken a bone on every limb of my body. None of them were painful. I've only felt pain after the operations.
Eish.
So I did a test where I've actually, so I got the same break. So in 2018, when I broke my foot, then that was my right foot that I broke.
Okay.
I broke my left foot in close to the exact same way. I got the same break on my left foot. So I did an experiment where I don't go get surgery for this one. And this is not medical advice, guys. You go to your doctors, you trust your doctors. But yeah, my left foot now, it feels even better than my right foot does. I found that interesting.
So you just didn't go for the operation?
No, I went to the doctor, but he was like, "No, you don't need an operation for this one.
But if you
it could be fine." Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there was probably the same kind of condition.
It was the same condition.
And now you got a screw in your foot.
No, it was, but I think it dissolves.
Okay, but you had a screw in your foot.
Yeah.
So there, you didn't get the screw in your foot.
No.
And you didn't need it.
No.
And your left's better without the surgery, without the screw.
Yeah, it feels a lot better. Yeah.
Probably just had a cast, right? And a moon boot. Did you have a cast?
Did I?
Did you have a cast?
No.
You had some. You should have had something to just keep it in place.
Yeah, I had a moon boot.
Mm-hmm.
I used a moon boot.
Interesting. Okay. Now I'm gonna finish the story.
Okay.
So Ida broke his foot.
Yeah.
This was the second year foot break, not the left
one.
foot. The
Like
first foot break.
Foot break. Yeah.
The first foot break. And this was during his accounting degree. And you guys know second years where they start to ramp it up. It's where you start to see the majors coming into action. I think the UP system, they make it a lot better. They integrate more in first year.
Oh, wow.
But second year, it is where you see true accounting for the first time in more or less its true context with lots happening. Now you need to start kind of managing your time a little bit here and there and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Awela breaks his foot. And now he has to drive to school because he doesn't live at school. Awela does not miss a single day. Awela is not late for a single lecture.
Yeah.
He attends everything and submits everything. With a broken foot. The guy can't walk. He's on crutches. So that just speaks to this inner dedication that you have. I remember, you just didn't really think about it. It was like, you just go to class.
Yeah.
I guess you just, not even late. Not even late for one.
No. Don't roll like that. But look, I did. I had the license to rock up 5 minutes late for class because I'm the guy on crutches.
Yes.
They're like, because usually lecturers, they give attitude when you come in.
That was actually the old days.
What?
These days, the whole culture has changed, bro.
Yeah.
Very quick, dude. Literally only 4 years on, they have to start kind of holding back on the attitude they give to late
Really?
students and stuff like that because people complain. I don't know, man.
Oh, but students can be nonsense people.
Hey, I get you. I get you, dog.
Okay, that's interesting.
Mm.
That's interesting.
So yeah, you had the license, but you still did not come late.
Yeah. It wasn't. I didn't really even think about it. Only problem is I couldn't drive with the foot. You know, it was probably about 3-6 weeks I couldn't drive, so I was getting lifts.
But dude, you couldn't drive and you still went late.
Yeah,
you could have like one day when it's like cold that morning.
Nah,
you could have.
That's just not in me.
Mm.
That's just not in me. I wanted to do the least amount of work possible to be able to pass. And I thought, okay, if I go to the lectures and I listen, I'll be fine on some way, in some form. Because if I'm sitting at home and missing lectures, it means I need to do questions. Right?
Yo.
Or I need to like watch
do the slides,
lecture,
watch
look at the
video.
slides, try to figure things out by myself. It just doesn't it never made sense doing that. So, I mean, did the same. I probably did the same thing for APC. I didn't attend any, but this one I didn't attend any of the lectures. I didn't attend any of the lectures. It's just the foundation that
I would say
set.
Tuck's foundation, and also you also in your job you pitch up also similarly,
Yes.
even if you don't go above and beyond, because at the time you didn't really you weren't motivated to audit. At the time, you weren't motivated to leverage everything.
Yeah.
You still pitched up every day. You still did things in a competent way.
Yeah.
You still were dedicated.
Yeah.
That's your inner
I don't
engine.
think I have third year syndrome. I don't think I have third year syndrome. Usually third years about this time of the year, or rather probably after this year, busy season, they start to book out emotionally. They start to...
It's nice. Now you're ramping up. That was your second year.
Yeah.
You had third year syndrome in second year.
Yes.
So now you're starting to ramp up. Now
Yes.
it's time to be like, okay, let's use a CA thing.
Yeah.
Let's turn it up.
Yeah.
Dude, now if you could go back to first year, second year, maybe even high school you, what would you tell him?
Probably to trust my father more. Get to understand what he was, understand the machinations in his mind that drove him to devise this life path for me. You know, because as a teenager and young adult, you get to this stage, even the world, they're telling you, well, you need to go do everything yourself. You need to be self-made millionaire. You need to, leave the nest, and you need to just, you need to fly because of you. And it's all about me. That's the way this world has painted everything. But I'm lucky to have a father who truly cares about my well-being, truly cares about me succeeding and achieving my dreams. And a big struggle has been appreciating that. And yeah, it's probably one of the biggest driving forces for everything that I've done in my life, because that the dedication, the discipline, it probably comes from him. I see it in the way he conducts himself at home. So that probably, because we're more similar than we are different, I suppose. And we used to butt heads on that which separated us, but it was so insignificant. And now I'm starting to see that, wow, this guy is wise, and you guys are basically the same person. So the answers that he had are probably the answers that you need. Yeah. Trust.
Trust the people in your corner
Yeah.
that have your best interest. I think that's what everyone can take, because not everyone has a father.
Yeah.
Not
That's
everyone even has, parents.
Yeah.
Some people are orphans, but
Yeah.
I think everyone, for the most part, has people in their corner. And you must gravitate towards them.
Yeah.
The people that, if you spend time with people who aren't in your corner more than the people who are, I think you're doing your future a disservice.
Yeah.
Because the people in your corner are going to give you the advice that you need and the support that you need. Even if sometimes you don't listen to their advice, they do have your best interest at heart. And oftentimes what they tell you will help you. So, guys, trust those people in your corner. If you have not already, please follow this. I think this is, for me, my favorite episode thus far. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you can take some value, some nuggets from this journey. I think it's a journey that I'm going to learn from. I'm going to re-listen to this probably a few times because, this is a journey that's close. It's close, a journey that I have to understand. So, if you have not already as well, share this with other aspiring chartered accountants. I hope that it does not end, but that it begins in CASA. Thank you, brother.